The air inside the gym was heavy, not just with sweat and the smell of rubber mats, but with tension. This wasn't a normal training session. Everyone in the room could feel it. Oleksandr Usyk stood quietly near the ring, calm and disciplined, moving through his routine like a man on a mission. No cameras on him. No trash talk. Just focus. Across the gym, Jake Paul was the opposite. Confident, loud, surrounded by cameras and people capturing every moment. For Jake, this wasn't just training. It was content. Phones were out. Conversations were buzzing. Jake smiled, joked, and threw casual remarks, clearly enjoying the attention. He wanted the moment. He wanted the headline. Usyk didn't respond. He never does. His silence wasn't weakness. It was control. But to the wrong person, silence can look like an invitation. When sparring began, everything seemed normal at first. Light movement. Controlled punches. Usyk circled smoothly, reading distance, testing timing. Jake came forward aggressively, throwing power shots, trying to prove something. Each punch carried more ego than technique. The difference in experience was obvious, but Jake kept pushing. Then it happened. Jake threw a punch that crossed the line. Too hard, too reckless, not what sparring was meant to be. The gym went quiet. People exchanged looks. Usyk stopped moving for a brief moment. He didn't argue. He didn't complain. He took a slow breath and nodded slightly, as if making a decision no one else could see. The sparring resumed, but the energy had completely changed. Usyk's footwork became sharper, his angles tighter, his movement faster but calmer, like a switch had flipped. Jake didn't notice at first. He kept pressing forward, throwing big shots, feeding his confidence. He thought he was still in control. He wasn't. Out of nowhere, Usyk slipped a punch and delivered a perfect counter. Clean, precise, brutal. Jake never saw it coming. In 1 second, he was standing. In the next, he was on the canvas. The gym froze. Cameras dropped. Voices stopped. Jake tried to get up, confusion written all over his face. This wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't part of the plan. A training knockout is rare. A brutal one, almost unheard of. Usyk stepped back, breathing steady, eyes locked forward. No celebration. No emotion. Just silence. The referee stepped in, signaling a stop. Jake struggled to his feet, clearly shaken. His team rushed toward him. And then, trying to save face, Jake said something. A joke. An excuse. Maybe trash talk. No one remembers the exact words, but everyone remembers the timing. That was a mistake. Usyk took a step forward. He removed his glove slowly and walked toward Jake. His expression had changed. Not wild, not angry, but intense. Controlled rage. The kind that scares people more than shouting ever could. The gym felt small as the two stood face to face. This is not a game, Usyk said calmly. This is my life. His voice wasn't loud, but it cut through the room. Jake said nothing. For the first time, his confidence disappeared. There were no cameras in his face now. No jokes. No smile. Coaches quickly stepped in. The session was over. Jake was escorted out of the gym. Still dazed, still processing what had just happened. The cameras stayed off, but the damage was already done. Everyone then knew they had witnessed something real, something raw. Usyk remained in the ring for a moment, controlling his breathing, resetting himself. Then he picked up his gear and walked out without another word. No interviews, no statements, no social media posts. And that silence said everything. Within days, rumors spread. Usyk snapped. Jake crossed the line. Headlines exaggerated the moment, but the truth was simpler. This wasn't about ego. This was about respect. Boxing isn't entertainment for those who live it. It's sacrifice, pain, discipline. And when someone treats it like a joke, the sport has a way of reminding them, violently. For Jake Paul, it wasn't just a knockout. It was a reality check, a reminder that clout doesn't protect you in a ring. Cameras don't soften punches, and confidence alone doesn't replace years of experience. For Usyk, it was never about proving anything. Champions don't need to talk. They don't need to warn. They respond when the line is crossed. And the most shocking part? Usyk never spoke about the incident publicly. Not once. Because real power doesn't explain itself. It doesn't brag. It doesn't chase attention. It shows up quietly and leaves a message no one forgets.